Hey, welcome back. We're back in our Easy Beavers colony, and today I think we are going to get more of these aquafire pumps. I've been doing the math on these, and these can bring in about 150 water a day as long as they're running well. Somebody's coming to get the water and moving it out, whereas a normal pump with 20 hours working only can pull in about 60. So these are almost 3 times. And if you lower the amount of hours working down, these are 3 times or more better than just a single pump. So we really want to get a couple of these in. That way I can turn off some of the other pumps and maybe keep some water in our river for just a little bit longer, because that's their other big advantage. They don't take water out of the river, they just take water from the ground. We're going to say it's from the ground and not magically from nowhere, but that's okay. We'll just go with that. But we're going to make room here for at least 3 more. Get those in there. That's going to be one of our bigger projects. In fact, let's make these dynamite a little more important. We'll get those set up here in just a minute. With all those new aquafires using gears, we're definitely going to need some more gears. We only get one every 10 hours, which should, at this point, keep up with the aquafires, but I just want to make sure we have some extra gears. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and place some over here, but I got to remove some mountain first. And we will go ahead and put in, let's say, the double dynamites here, and when those get out, we'll put the triple dynamites there. Speaking of dynamite, I went ahead and turned this all down to just the minimum. Whenever they have some extra dynamite, they can come and put some over here, but they might not have extra dynamite anytime soon, because we've got these going in as well. We'll get pumpkins over here, but the big thing here is we're not really getting enough power for these through this center area. So we're going to have to come in here and figure out what to do about that, whether it's bigger wheels or moving stuff around, but we'll figure that out eventually. I notice we're not really cutting down a lot of this in here, and my guess is I don't have that. Yep, I don't have that marked because it was all recently exploded. So we'll get those marked, and then we should start seeing some more bramble flowers come in, which hopefully means more spicy soda. It's also looking at this area over here, and while this path looks nice, it doesn't really do anything. They should be able to get to most of these fields without it. In fact, I can probably go all the way back to here. Then we can toss in a couple more of these. Let's see if we can get in a couple more pumpkins too. I could probably do 2 more if I removed these. So we'll say, let's go ahead, remove these as well, and then we can probably toss cabbage at the end of the patch. While we're on the lookout of things we do and don't need, this whole area right here, we don't really need because we've got the other area to provide the pine sap that we need, and we're not using a ton of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this out of here. We're going to put in a lumberjack flag. There we go. And we're going to say it's time to get rid of all of these trees here. There we go. Eventually we'll have to put in some stairs to cut all these down, but that'll give us a little bit of extra space. I will probably put chestnut trees here, but if something else comes up, we'll take a look and see what else we need. Since I'm thinking about replacing these with small aquifer pumps anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move these down to the lowest priority. They're not pulling any water at the moment anyway, so we'll do this and see if we can get some extra beavers going here. There we go. We still have 9 that we need. You know what? We're going to go ahead and remove just a couple of these. These will probably have to come back after the season, but it is better that we have the beavers and just use them where we can. I don't want to pause them because I don't want to send our dwellers in there to not have people, but We'll figure that out as we pause them here. I've been thinking I need a little more control over how the water flows through here. So I'm actually going to take out these two dams and we'll put in floodgates. That way I can either fill this up right away or I can send all the water this way to hopefully more power through these three. So let's go ahead and see if we can get 2 floodgates in during the drought. We're going to toss in power. Let's go. No, not power. We want water. Water, power. It's all pretty close in this game. We're going to say that these are slightly more important. Then the question becomes, how do I get down to this one over here? Which makes me think I can probably come around up here. Let's grab some stairs. There's a path here. Oh, there. Goes this way, and then one easy platform to take care of that. Now, can I get the path through whatever this forest here is? Yeah, pretty easy. We'll come over, take care of that, and I want to say these are also important because I don't want to lose all of my water over the side here when the water starts to come back. I'm going to try and see if I can get this sped up just a little bit with putting in some small storage piles. Let's see, we need one for logs, we need one for planks, we need one for scrap. Metal fasteners are already there. Tar is coming in, so we'll set all these logs, planks, and scrap. And just make these temporary. We'll say that's an obtain, that's an obtain, and that's an obtain. And we'll make sure that they're quick to be built, and we'll have our haulers bring stuff to them so the builders don't have to walk quite so far to get stuff, and then any stuff they do bring over is just extra. They've got a little bit of this dynamite in, so let's go ahead, take that out of there. And that at least gives us room for another one of these. I'm just going to take and put in that right there. There we go. And we will put in you, and they can build that whenever they can get to it. Do I have drill bits, extra drill bits? I only have one. So you know what? Since we're going to make a couple of these, I'm going to go ahead and queue up a couple more. There we go. They have finally got our floodgate in. It took them a little bit, but these piles definitely helped. We're going to go ahead and make sure they're empty, and we'll get rid of them here. And it's now shoving more water back over this way, which is good because all of this dried out. We'll see. Is that helping the power any? Yeah, I would say a little bit. It is definitely helping some. Eventually, replacing these with large water wheels might help a little bit more. But for now, that's producing quite a bit. We'll keep an eye on the water level down here so that these guys don't drain it out too fast. And if they do, we'll just open these gates back again. They've got even more of the dynamite in over here, so let's go ahead, take that out. They should still be able to get to all of these, as long as I don't explode these upper ones first. We'll go ahead, put in you. We're going to need to redo this just a bit as well. So let's take that out. We'll toss one of these in there. In fact, we're going to need at least 2 more, and then some stairs. There we go. Grab this, we'll make the path there. Grab another one of these, put that up there, and they can work on that. And that's another couple of these replaced for us. While we're focused on getting some of the other projects in, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can set up a project to get up into the hills up here. So we're just going to start with a ladder. Then we're going to grab a bridge, which should be, yep, goes right across there. And then we're just going to do ladders most of the way up here. There we go. Grab a path. Looks good here. And one more ladder just to get up to the very top here. At least I think this is the top. Nope, there's one more past that. There we go. Now we'll have access to the scrap over here should we need it, plus all this area in here. Hopefully at some point we can turn it into something, but I haven't figured out what it is we need yet, so we'll come back to that. With the bad tide now coming through, I think we're going to go ahead and switch off a couple of these because we have aquifers, and those are approximately worth 9 of these. So we're going to switch off 5 of them. See if the water can stick around a little bit longer. Maybe we can get some more chestnuts out of it. I think I'm going to switch off these down here too. That should be exactly 9 at the moment. 5 up there, 4 down here. There we go. And yeah, we'll let them go ahead out of water. I don't see how they're out of water here. That's interesting. Well, let's open this up just a bit. See if we can fill it back up, maybe. Enough to give them water. There we go. It might not last for more than a day or two, but at least we can keep some of those in. Our rice crop is probably going to suffer, but that should be okay. We should be all right with rice. There we go. They finally got all our dynamite in, so let's go ahead and remove all this. There we go. One more pump. You can go in there. We'll get the road here. Once that comes in, hopefully we'll once again be making a positive on our water. I am noticing that we have quite a bit of kits, so I'm going to lower the working hours down just a little bit here. We're going to go to 18 and see if that improves their well-being. Plus, I think we're going to add a couple more decorations here and there. Let's see what we've got. Decorations. We've got a light. I think we could put one right here without too much problem. There we go. They can get a little bit of well-being off of that. Let's see. Is there anything else we could probably do? Well, let's grab something from well-being and see if that helps. What would be a good one? The exercise plaza. That one's a pretty good one. It only takes logs. I think we're going to put it all the way over here, though. Seems to be about the only place for it at the moment. We'll let them build that and get a little bit of extra well-being out of that. If we have to bring it a log every once in a while, that's not too big a deal to me. Other places, let's see, we could toss in. Let's toss in another shrine right there. Any other places? Let's see. We could do decorations. Let's do a couple of bushes here. And then once they build that, we'll work our way out with more decorations. Even if most people won't get the bonus from that, some of them will just by walking by these stairs. They got our dynamite in finally, so we're just going to move that out of there. There we go. We're going to put in this Mechanics Lodge, which has a very large description, as you can see. We'll go ahead, get those in there, and then hopefully that can help us get caught up on some of the gears. In fact, I'm going to say these are super important because right now we just need the gears. We just are absolutely out of them, and everything is taking them, including the new aquifers, which we do have the 4th and final one that we're doing over here in. We just have to wait for the gears for the flywheel for it. So once that's in, we should have a decent amount of water intake coming in. We've got all of our aquifers in now, so we're pulling in a decent amount of water without too many extra beavers overhead. I think next time we're going to have to tackle our power problem, because adding a lot of this stuff in definitely did take away from some of the extra power draw that we have. So we're going to work on that. Probably some power here, probably some over here. And then we're also going to work on some power over here so that our screw presses keep working. But like I said, that's going to be for next time. So, as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Bye!